In a massive blow to Team Sasikala, the Delhi Crime Branch has now booked Sasikala's nephew and AIADMK Deputy General Secretary TTV Dinakaran. TTV Dinakaran, in fact, has been booked for paying bribes to the tune of 60 crore rupees that he allegedly paid for the two-leaf election symbol. Dinakaran was booked after the police nabbed a certain person identified as Sukesh Chander, the middleman who had promised TTV Dinakaran that he would be influencing the election commission so that the two-leaf symbol in fact is accorded to the AIADMK, all for a sum of 60 crore rupees. In addition, 1.30 crore rupees in fact was also allegedly seized from his hotel room, apart from a Mercedes and a BMW. The election commission had frozen the two leaves logo after the two warring factions of the AIADMK broke into a bitter fight over it.
We're joined by Mr. TTV Dinakaran, who is in the eye of a storm at this point. Mr. Dinakaran, what do you have to say about these allegations? They're saying that you're in touch with someone called Sukesh Chandrasekhar, that you allegedly paid him to get the two-leaf symbol.
See, the person whom I don't know, whom I ever met or ever seen, how can I give money to him? And moreover, today we have filed for adjournment petition. Adjournment, because we have to file our affidavits, so we need more time. For that only we have filed petition in the election commission. How can we pay for this and all? No,
the crime branch is saying, sir, and they must have some evidence. If they're saying that you were in direct touch with him, they're saying that they recovered 1 crore from him, even that he was giving the two-leaf symbol for sale at 60 crores.
I will go and answer them. What is there? Why you are worrying? I am very eager to know what is happening there.
So you haven't received any communication from the crime branch?
No, not yet. If at all they have said, not that I received anything.
And you will cooperate with them when they summon?
Yeah, anything from the police I have to cooperate, no?
So this is the second allegation of alleged payouts, alleged bribery. I'm talking about RK Nagar and now this. Yeah. So you think this is a conspiracy? Who is behind it if you think it's a conspiracy?
I don't know who is behind it, and the person whom I ever met or whose name I ever know is telling my name and all. I have to know from the police also. If they summon me, I will go and answer them. Even I want to know. I am very eager to know who is that Sukesh Chandrasekhar or Chandra. Yeah, I have never spoke to anybody like that in that name.
Okay. Yeah. Sir, finally, you're also going to Bengaluru today to meet your aunt. Are you going to be discussing these developments as well? Is she playing an active role in the party in these kind of decisions, especially with regards to Vijay Bhaskar and RK Nagar?
I am going to meet her. She is my aunt. And she is the General Secretary of the party. Last 15-20 days I didn't meet her, so I am going there to meet her.
So is this to take a decision on Vijay Bhaskar, considering she is the General Secretary of the party?
Why should we take any decision about Vijay Bhaskar? There is no necessity for that. If at all anything arises, he will take the decision. He is a very sincere party worker and he is a very learned person. He is basically a doctor. He knows what to do.
But there are reports, sir, that there is a rebellion within your party, within the government. Some senior ministers feel that this is hurting your party's reputation and image, that you're backing someone who there's proof against.
Everybody is for Vijay Bhaskar. If someone, if there is someone for anybody, any other minister, any right at all, for that and all, no, they cannot just like that resign. Every minister also knows. Okay. Yeah. So it's a wrong this thing. Gossip or something is going on. There was nothing, nobody pressurized me for Vijay Bhaskar's resignation, and nobody asked him also.
Thank you, sir, for speaking to India Today. So that is Dinakaran speaking exclusively to India Today, dismissing all allegations, saying that he has absolutely no idea who Sukesh Chandrasekhar is, that he wasn't in touch with him whatsoever. With camera person Daniel, this is Akshita Nandagopal in Chennai for India Today.
Okay, let's go straight across now to India Today's Akshita Nandagopal and Shalini Lobo. Coming to you, Akshita, Mr. Dinakaran asking you, what is there to worry about when he feels that all the charges against him are false and baseless? A very cool, very calm and collected TTV Dinakaran, the same body language that one got to saw when he was accused of bribing voters in RK Nagar.
Imagine that, Avantika, someone who is so cool and confident that he actually posed the question right back at me when he seems to be in a world of trouble. Logically speaking, it's been one legal hurdle after another for him, Avantika. And during the RK Nagar time as well, during the alleged payout, scandal, then the allegations, then I posed the same question to him, and that time too he laughed through the entire allegations. At this point, he is confident, he's calm, he seems to believe that he can ride the storm no matter what. In fact, when I spoke to him about these pointed allegations and very clearly said that, look, there's got to be some proof if you're seeing a crime branch actually register an FIR against you, he claims that he has absolutely no idea who this person is. He says he's never met him, he's never had a conversation with him on the phone, and that's why he said that he will cooperate with the crime branch only because he himself wants to know exactly what are about. He's also confirmed to us here on India Today that he's got no communication whatsoever so far from the Delhi police as far as the summons are concerned, but he's maintained that he will cooperate with the probe. But talking about the ramifications of something like this, Avantika, you know, he's faced so many issues in the recent past. Even when he did announce that he's going to become the Deputy General Secretary of the party, this was the main question, that he's already got these legal cases against him, now more added to his name. Can he continue in this kind of a post, considering that the General Secretary is behind bars? The Deputy General Secretary has so many cases against him now. You have a mute Chief Minister who refuses to speak on any of these charges. Who is running the party? Who is running the government is the big question. We've seen how Sashikala fell. You know, she tried to rise to power. It was these legal cases that dragged her down. Does TTV Dinakaran have reason to worry here is the big question, because, you know, he's got the FERA case coming up in a few days here in Chennai where he has to personally appear before court. We've already seen the alleged payouts with regards to the RK Nagar bypoll, and now this. His, you know, the goodwill, if he enjoyed any among the people, is completely lost.
Absolutely. Shalini, tell us a little bit more about this bribery charge that TTV Dinakaran now faces, the case made by the Delhi police, and just why would TTV Dinakaran meet a middleman to, you know, get the rights of the two-leaf symbol when the Election Commission has already decided what it needs to do with regards to the two-leaf symbol?
Well, this is not the first time we see the AIADMK fight for Jay's legacy reach the national capital. We saw these two parties fight over this two-leaf symbol. One got a hat while the other one got an electric pole with lights on it. But this fight for the symbol was always on because it was a true identity of Jayalalitha. And even this time now, even though it's frozen, this money, this 50-60 odd crores, that was the price for this symbol. Was the deal was met with this middleman Sukesh Chandra at Hyatt Hotel, and from where these two cars were also seized from there. And if you can look closely to the white Mercedes here, there's a Member of Parliament red sticker on the number plate. Now the charge is filed against Sukesh Chandra. You can see, as you can see right now on your screens, they are taking Sukesh Chandra out. You can see he's the man with the white mask on his face. These are on your screens, live visuals from outside the Delhi crime branch in Chanakya Puri. The officials coming out with Sukesh Chandra here on your screens. He's a man in blue with his face covered. You can see all of them walking out over here. Officials taking it. So very all. Sukesh, ये बताइए कि आपका चुनाव है यार, एक मिनट. So are you directly talking to? Well, you can see that was Sukesh Chandra walking off with the officials here in front of the Delhi crime branch.
Yes, absolutely, Shalini. We can see those visuals. We can see how the person right now is being taken into custody, the man who has been identified as Sukesh Chandra. And what we're hearing is that TTV Dinakaran, in fact, apparently sent middlemen to strike this deal. He has been booked for paying bribes to the tune of 60 crore rupees. Shalini, over to you. Take us through those visuals. Just tell us more what you're seeing.
The officials escorted Sukesh Chandra out of the Delhi, the crime branch here. And here, if I can show you clearly, the two cars that were seized, one with a Member of Parliament sticker, one with the BMW. Charges filed on him under Section 8 of the Prevention of Corruption Act, 120B, that's criminal conspiracy, and also Section 170 of the IPC, which is impersonating a Member of Parliament, impersonating a public servant. Also, the prime accused in this case is TTV Dinakaran, who they say held talks with this middleman directly. He's going to be summoned here to join the probe under the Delhi police. The FIR that has been lodged here, and now everyone is running after Sukesh Chandra to find out more about this Bengaluru-based middleman who assured Dinakaran that yes, pay a bribe of amount of 50 to 60 crores, and then from there we will see how we can go about getting you the two-leaf symbol, Avantika.
Okay, let me just go straight across now to Akshita, who spoke to TTV Dinakaran, who has denied all of the charges against him, saying that all of this is absolutely false and this is nothing but to tarnish his image. But tell me something, Akshita, was Mr. TTV Dinakaran physically present during that meeting? Is the allegation against him that he personally was striking this deal, or did he send some of his associates to meet this middleman who is now under the custody of the Delhi police?
Yes, Avantika, the allegation is that he was directly in touch with the accused Sukesh Chandra, and that's exactly what Dinakaran is denying. At this point, the FIR says that he was in touch with him directly. It wasn't via middlemen, that they know for a fact that Sukesh Chandra got in touch with Dinakaran and that they had corresponding conversations. Now, Dinakaran claims that he didn't have any sort of phone conversation with Sukesh and that he's never seen the man before in his life. He claims that the first time he's seen his picture was on the television screens this morning when the news broke, because he didn't get any sort of communication from the Delhi Police's crime branch either. So this is what Dinakaran is maintaining. But what makes this entire allegation all the more sensational is the fact that the crime branch maintains that he was directly in touch with the accused at a time when we're already seeing an alleged bribery case against him, an alleged bribery taint against him with regards to the RK Nagar bypoll. That is allegedly 89 crores. This is 60 crores. Can he afford to let these things weigh him down anymore is the question.
Absolutely. And Shalini, the two-leaf symbol, a crucial asset for both the warring factions of the AIADMK. Tell me something, any more details on where exactly the meeting took place? When did the meeting took place? And will the police be questioning anyone else in the locality or in that hotel for any information with regards to this secret closed-door meet?
Well, Avantika, all we know as of now is that the meeting took place in the Hotel Hyatt, where the money was exchanged. 1.3 crores was what was recovered from the hotel room at Hyatt, and these two cars were also seized. The white car was which Sukesh Chandra was driving himself, and the black BMW was also recovered later. We don't know whether an accomplice was driving it or whether it was retrieved from impounded from a guest house or something. But as of now, a while back, you saw Sukesh Chandra being escorted by officials of the Delhi Crime Branch, being taken to Safdarjung Hospital for his medical examination. Well, we're waiting for more details of this case from the police. A sensational case here, a very high-profile case ever since Jayalalitha's death. Everything regarding Shashikala, Dinakaran, it's all been in the news. Everyone following it very closely. So I don't think this case is going to be left unattended. Everyone's going to follow it. Everything, all the skeletons are going to tumble out of the closet one after the other. Even if Dinakaran maintains that he has not met this person, that he does not know who he is, the Delhi police and the crime branch has now sent him a summon, and they're asking him to join the probe here in Delhi. Avantika.
Okay, Shalini and Akshita, thank you both for joining us. Some more breaking news coming in at this hour.